Hello and welcome to the third day of the year and day two of a couple of things 365-day run. I've said this like 7 times today and I hope this is the last time. Today I'm going to be talking about reflections, reflecting, reviewing, and all of those nice things that people tend to do at the end of the year slash into the new year. And I actually started having a very focused retreat reflecting type thing in 2022, which was a very, very interesting year for me. And life sat me down. So I said I will sit down back with you. And before then, my end of year reviews were mostly just like writing things that I could remember from the year, not really focused on anything, no prompts, no guides, just free flowing based on how I was feeling. And in those situations, you tend to remember like the key events that are, especially the negative ones, because our brains tend to have a negativity bias. But last year, at my birthday, I started with, not last year, 2022, I started with the Personal Spiritual Retreat Guide by Lisa Appello, and it covers your health, finances, relationship with God, relationship with others, and other things, and helps you think about things for the following year. So I did it in 2022 for the first time, and I also did it last year in 2023 on my birthday. In addition to that, I recently picked up Sahil Bloom's personal annual review template, as well as your Exponential 2024 templates by DDK of the Immerse Coaching Company. A fourth one that I was going to look at, but when I saw the length of it, I ran away, is the yearly review by Dickie Bush and some guy that I can't remember his name now. But Dickie Bush is one of the people who created the yearly review one. I will put the links to all of them in the show notes so you can check them out if you want. Now, in all of these review templates and guides, a common question that I see is who are your energizers, energy creators, firelighters, and who are your energy busters, drainers, firefighters, and so forth. And in doing these reviews, I'm very, very happy that nobody is a firefighter in my life. All the people that I have chosen to have in my life and are currently present in my life are all energizers. They encourage me, they spur me on, they energize me. Nobody is a drain, a strain on my energy and my vibes, and nobody weakens me mentally. And I'm very thankful for that. Um, Another question that comes up a lot in these review guides is habits that you like to develop or change. And for me, in the past 2 years, since I moved basically, my sleep has been all over the place. Previously, before I moved for like 2 years, I had a consistent bedtime and wake up time. I would be in bed by 10:30, by 10:30, and I'll sleep by 11. And I will wake up between 6 and 7 a.m. without using an alarm. But then my life was very different. I had a very consistent daily schedule. I had work from home. I lived in a very nice apartment and my life was pretty predictable and basically the same day to day. But since I moved, I had to do so many new things. I had to travel a lot. I had to put in extra effort to meet people, build my community. I did a lot of programs and courses, especially last year, that often took place at night. And that meant that I wasn't going to be asleep by 10:30. So sometimes I'll go to bed by 2 a.m., wake up at 9 a.m., sometimes wake up at 8 a.m., sometimes I'll go to bed at 10 p.m. or even 9 p.m. Like it was just all over the place. So something that I would like to do this year is go back to my consistent sleep time. A third thing I wanted to share from my personal review is, and is a common question in these reviews, is an area of growth. And for me, I definitely grew in my spiritual life as well as in building my community compared to 2022 when I first moved to Netherlands, where I struggled with like meeting people and making friends. 2023 was a definite turnaround, a 180-degree turn from 2022 in terms of meeting people and building friendships and building community. And my spiritual life really took off this year. I did two discipleship programs that took more than half of the year, and they stretched me in ways that I didn't know I could be stretched, but they were worth it. And for this year, for 2024, while I continue to develop my spiritual life and grow spiritually, I also want to do a lot more around my career and personal development. For the past 2 years since I moved, I actually haven't done much beyond my 9 to 5 and doing some courses here and there. But this year, I want to really grow in speaking Dutch. I want to get to a very advanced level of proficiency by the end of the year. And I also want to learn how to code for data analysis. I'm looking at SQL and Python to start and see how that goes. I also read more books in 2022 than I in 2023 than I did in 2022. I read 5 books in 2022, and Lade of 10 years ago will be looking at me with side eye like, who are you? Because I was reading like 100 plus books a year then. So this year in 2024, I'm aiming for 1 book a month, which is 12 books. 12 books is my max goal for the year. My minimum goal for the year is 10 books, and my upper overachieving goal for the year is 15 books. But if I do 12, if I do 10, I'll be happy. If I do 12, I will be very happy. And if I do 15 or more, I will be exceedingly happy. And that is part of what I'm going to talk about next, which is about like some new things I've learned around goal setting and productivity. Thank you for listening today. If you want to share your reflections and reviews, please do. And also, you can check out any of the guides that I post. It's not too late to do a 2023 review if you haven't done one yet. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of A Couple of Things. If you enjoyed this episode or found any part of it insightful, don't forget to share with your friends on your social media, and be sure to leave a comment or a review if you can on your podcast listening app. Thank you.